playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC Wildcard matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 694. Hey, Charlie. Double up free, defense. Check 59. Mike.
Carr now on first down. And he'll find Moreau here. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Check 9, check right down. 1, later 1. Go.
Now Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the delay, here's Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Big stop. 64. Rush in.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check, 59.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. Right.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Devontae Freeman looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Ingram holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's just me and you.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Freeman. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Freeman, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
All right, now, flag 20. Snickers, got to spin.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The 24-yard line.
59. Hey, defense, let's go. 29. 29. That's it.
To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Raider 2. Hey, exit. Mike, check. 59.
To throw is Carr. He completes it to Nelson. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, echo. Mike 59.
On 1st down, Carr. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Undercut.
Here's Breida. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
93.
Now Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You're mine.
From the 27, Carr. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Mike. Down. 180. Later one. I'm coming. Watch it.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Like 80.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Focus.
D-line, get that quarterback. Check three.
Lock it back.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, it's Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That! Black 20! Black 52! Watch the screen! Pass! Check! Check! Watch the twist! Watch the black!
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's crashing. Quarter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, Delta. Mike 59. Mike 59. Come on, Mike.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, check down to Breida. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go, Black 80.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Black, what's that?
On second down and 4, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
52. All day, baby, all day. Double. Black, get back.
Ben to throw again. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ben Gideon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Carr now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those...
It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Black 20. 52.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Black.
Freeman again, a first down carry. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Black is good.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Alert, alert.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
Come to my work.
Take 2 of them.
Come to my work.
Watch that.
Black is good.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Protein spill.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch twist.
Deuce right, team.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Watch out.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Keep these 2.
Check 43.
Alert, alert.
Where's 52?
Black is good.
Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
He took you to school.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown Steelers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
59. Bravo. Check, 59. Tackle.
Back to throw. Carr. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check 59, Mike is 59. 59. I got it. You're mine. Check. Smooth.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Antonio Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Hey, box truck.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that